It's week 1 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Steelers and the Falcons, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Steelers make their way out, led by their fourth-year quarterback, picked up in the offseason from the Chicago Bears, Justin Fields.
And while things obviously didn't pan out in Chicago, he told us the other day that he's looking forward to making the most of this next opportunity. Let's not forget, Fields is one of the few quarterbacks in NFL history to rush for over 1,000 yards in a season. So his struggles certainly have been from a lack of talent, but for him to make the next step, he has become as productive with his arm as he is with his legs.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. Completes this one to Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Fields now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to the rookie from Michigan. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fields. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Here's Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw. Fields out to the right here to Wilson. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really execution by them.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So the Falcons make their way out behind their new quarterback for 2024, signed back in March, the veteran Kirk Cousins.
And coming off of an offseason where Kirk Cousins was coming back from an Achilles injury, he thought that was going to be his biggest challenge. Instead, the Falcons drafted Michael Penix out of Washington in the first round. And while that was a jolt, Kirk Cousins has a great ability to just shake things off, move forward, and let his talents come through.
And right away, he lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And
now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Fields. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw is Cousins. Over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Now Cousins. Into the hands of London. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Cousins. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. To throw, Cousins. Got London on the slant. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 2nd down and 3. Again, it's Cousins. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before, Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Here's Fields. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. Now Fields. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You know, projections for him were a little all over the board. Some saw him as a day 3 pick, maybe a little bit higher. But here he is, round 3.
I do know teams that had him listed as a first-round talent. I also had teams that had him listed as a day 3 guy, which is rounds 4 through 7. So him going in the 3rd round kind of fit in the middle. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder wanting to prove that he should have been taken higher.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff. And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And he will have a Steelers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Out of the gun, Fields. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. Looking to throw. Fields. He's got this to Pickens. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Fields. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Play fake. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery. Fields. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Freiermuth.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Fields trying to throw for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now Cousins.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Cousins now. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that are watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Yeah, they turned the pick 6 into a pick with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready. Quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Falcons offense and Kirk Cousins getting ready for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. but we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Pickens on the slant, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Fields. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Throwing again is Fields. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris from 6 yards away. And the Steelers open the lead up to 34-0. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with. I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit. 1 for 2 in this situation? Somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat. Brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. To the air again, Fields. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Fields now to throw. And it's caught. Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver who's in some discomfort. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Fields. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Michael Thomas. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. A familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Turner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.